There is a sound that makes almost everyone stop what they are doing, the sizzle of bacon hitting a hot pan. But before that moment comes a process most people never see. Every strip of bacon begins as a slab of pork belly, a fatty cut from the underside of the pig. Transforming it into bacon requires curing, smoking, and slicing with absolute precision. Americans consume nearly 18 pounds of bacon per person every year. That adds up to billions of strips, and every single one passes through facilities like this. Welcome to a modern bacon factory, where the ancient art of meat preservation meets 21st century technology and food safety standards. The journey begins long before the pork arrives here. Partner farms raise hogs specifically bred for the quality of their belly meat, where the bacon comes from. Pork bellies arrive at the facility already separated from the carcass. Each belly weighs between 10 and 14 pounds and will yield dozens of bacon strips. Temperature control is critical from the very first moment. The meat must stay below 40 degrees Fahrenheit at all times to prevent bacterial growth. Quality inspectors examine each belly as it arrives. They check for proper fat-to-meat ratio, color, and any signs of damage or contamination. The ideal pork belly has distinct layers of fat and lean meat. Too much fat and the bacon will be greasy. Too little and it will be tough and dry. Bellies that pass inspection move to the preparation area. Here, they are trimmed to uniform size and shape, ensuring consistent bacon strips in the final product. The trim pieces are not wasted. They become bacon bits, flavoring for other products, or are rendered for cooking fat. Nothing in this facility goes to waste. Skilled butchers remove the skin from each belly if it is still attached. The skin, called pork rind, has its own market and will be processed separately. The trimmed bellies are weighed and sorted into batches. Consistent weight ensures that each belly receives the correct amount of cure in the next step. Now comes the step that transforms ordinary pork into bacon, the curing process, which has been used for thousands of years to preserve meat. The cure is a carefully measured mixture of salt, sugar, and sodium nitrite. The salt draws out moisture and inhibits bacteria. The sugar adds flavor and promotes browning. Sodium nitrite is the ingredient that gives bacon its distinctive pink color and prevents the growth of dangerous bacteria like botulism. Without it, cured meat would turn gray. Traditional dry curing involves rubbing the cure mixture directly onto the meat and waiting days or weeks for it to penetrate. But modern facilities use a faster method: injection. Curing uses a machine with dozens of needles to pump the cure solution directly into the center of each belly. The process takes minutes instead of weeks. The injection machine can process thousands of pounds of pork per hour. Each needle delivers a precise amount of cure to ensure even distribution throughout the meat. After injection, the bellies pass through a tumbler. This massive rotating drum massages the meat, helping the cure distribute evenly and tenderizing the muscle fibers. The tumbling process takes several hours. The mechanical action breaks down proteins and allows the cure to penetrate areas that the needles might have missed. Some premium bacon producers still use a longer curing process. They let the bellies rest for up to 2 weeks, allowing flavors to develop more deeply. After curing, the bellies are hung on metal racks called trees. These trees will carry the meat through the smoking process that comes next. The racks are loaded onto large rolling carts that hold dozens of bellies each. These carts will be wheeled into massive smokehouses for the next transformation. Smoking is what gives bacon its distinctive flavor. The process can take anywhere from a few hours to a full day, depending on the intensity of smoke desired. Modern smokehouses are carefully controlled environments. Temperature, humidity, and smoke density are monitored constantly to ensure consistent results. The carts roll into the smokehouse and the heavy doors seal shut. Inside, the temperature will rise gradually to cook the bellies while smoke infuses every fiber. Different woods create different flavors. Hickory produces a strong, traditional bacon taste. Applewood gives a sweeter, milder smoke. Maple adds subtle sweetness. The smoke is generated by smoldering wood chips in a separate chamber. Fans circulate the smoke throughout the smokehouse, ensuring even exposure on every belly. Inside the smokehouse, the internal temperature of each belly must reach at least 130 degrees Fahrenheit. This ensures the meat is safe to eat. As the bellies smoke, their color transforms. The pale pink of raw pork becomes the rich mahogany brown that we recognize as classic smoked bacon. The fat renders slightly during smoking, becoming translucent and developing that rich, savory flavor that makes bacon so irresistible. When the smoking cycle is complete, the doors open and a wave of incredible aroma escapes. Workers describe it as one of the best smells in food manufacturing. The smoked bellies are wheeled out for cooling. They must be brought down to a safe temperature quickly to prevent any bacterial growth on the warm meat. Industrial blast chillers rapidly cool the bellies. Powerful fans circulate cold air, dropping the temperature from over 100 degrees to below 40 in under an hour. The cooled bellies are now technically bacon, but they look nothing like what you would recognize at the grocery store. They still need to be sliced and packaged. Before slicing, each belly is inspected one final time. Workers check for any defects, ensure the cure and smoke penetrated evenly, and verify color consistency. Some bellies are set aside to become specialty products like thick-cut bacon or bacon steaks. Others are destined for the high-speed slicing lines. The slicing room is kept near freezing. Cold bacon slices more cleanly than warm bacon, and the temperature helps maintain food safety during processing. Before entering the slicing line, the bellies are pressed into uniform rectangular shapes. This ensures each slice will be consistent in size and appearance. High-speed slicing machines can cut up to 2,000 strips per minute. Spinning blades slice through the cold bacon with incredible precision. Standard bacon is sliced to about 1/16 of an inch thick. Thick-cut bacon is double that. Each facility calibrates its slicers to exact specifications. As strips come off the slicer, they fall onto a conveyor belt in an overlapping pattern. This shingled arrangement is familiar to anyone who has opened a bacon package. Workers stand along the line performing visual inspection. They remove any strips with defects, excessive fat, or pieces that did not slice cleanly. The rejected strips are not thrown away. They are collected and processed into bacon bits, lardons, or other products where appearance matters less than flavor. Automated systems weigh each portion as it moves down the line. Every package must contain exactly the weight stated on the label, plus a small overage. Packaging machines work at remarkable speed. They form trays, place the bacon, seal the package with film, and apply labels in one continuous motion. Most bacon packaging uses modified atmosphere technology. Oxygen is removed and replaced with nitrogen and carbon dioxide to extend shelf life without freezing. This gas mixture inhibits bacterial growth and prevents the fat from going rancid. Properly packaged bacon can stay fresh in the refrigerator for weeks. Every package passes through a metal detector. This critical safety step catches any metal fragments that might have broken off equipment during processing. Labels are printed and applied automatically. Each package receives a date code, lot number, and all required nutritional information. The lot numbers are crucial for traceability. If any problem is discovered, the company can identify exactly which batch was affected and where it was shipped. Finished packages are loaded into cases for shipping. Workers stack them carefully, knowing that damaged packages mean wasted product and disappointed customers. Not all bacon goes out as sliced strips. Some bellies are cut into chunks for bacon bits, or diced for use in prepared foods and restaurant applications. Pre-cooked bacon has become increasingly popular. These strips are partially cooked and can be finished in minutes in a microwave or pan. The pre-cooking process removes most of the fat and moisture. The strips become shelf-stable and can be stored at room temperature until opened. Canadian bacon is a completely different product, cut from the lean loin rather than the fatty belly. It is cured and smoked but has a ham-like texture. Turkey bacon and other alternative products are made in separate facilities or on dedicated lines. Cross-contamination between pork and non-pork products is strictly prevented. The Quality Control Laboratory tests samples from every production batch. They analyze salt content, moisture levels, fat percentage, and check for any pathogens. Trained sensory panels evaluate taste, texture, and aroma. Their trained palates can detect subtle variations that might indicate processing issues. The finished cases of bacon move to massive refrigerated warehouses. Thousands of cases are stored here, awaiting shipment to grocery stores across the country. Temperature monitoring is constant. Sensors throughout the warehouse track conditions and alert staff if temperatures rise above safe levels. Orders come in from retailers and distributors throughout the day. Warehouse workers pick and stage orders for shipping. often within hours of receiving them. Refrigerated trucks back up to loading docks throughout the day. Each truck is checked to ensure its refrigeration unit is working properly before loading begins. The cold chain must remain unbroken from factory to store. Any temperature abuse during transit could compromise food safety and product quality. Within 48 hours of leaving the factory, most of this bacon will be on store shelves. The supply chain for fresh meat products is remarkably fast. Sanitation in a bacon facility is rigorous. Every surface that contacts meat is cleaned and sanitized multiple times during each production day. At the end of each shift, a complete deep clean occurs. Equipment is disassembled, scrubbed, and sanitized before the next production run begins. Food safety inspectors from the government are present in the facility daily. They monitor processes, review records, and can halt production if issues are found. Workers undergo extensive training on food safety protocols. They learn proper hand washing, protective equipment use, and how to identify potential hazards. The bacon industry has changed dramatically over the decades. What once was a local butcher's craft has become a precision manufacturing operation, but the fundamental chemistry remains unchanged. Salt, smoke, and time still transform pork belly into bacon, just as they did centuries ago. Some artisanal producers still use traditional dry curing methods. Their bacon takes weeks to make, but commands premium prices from discerning customers. The workers in this facility take pride in their product. Many have spent years perfecting their skills and can spot quality issues at a glance. They understand that people trust them to provide safe, delicious bacon for family breakfasts, restaurant menus, and special occasions. Sustainability has become increasingly important in meat processing. This facility has implemented water recycling systems that reduce consumption significantly. Energy efficiency improvements have cut electricity usage. Modern refrigeration systems use a fraction of the power that older equipment required. Rendering operations convert fat and other byproducts into useful materials. Nothing from the pig is wasted in a modern processing facility. The economics of bacon production are fascinating. Pork belly prices fluctuate with supply and demand, sometimes swinging dramatically in short periods. When bacon became trendy in the 2000s, pork belly prices soared. A cut that was once considered less desirable became one of the most valuable parts of the pig. Today, bacon appears in everything from burgers to desserts. The flavor has become so popular that bacon-flavored products extend far beyond actual bacon. Restaurant demand drives a significant portion of production. Commercial food service packages contain bulk bacon for breakfast spots, diners, and hotel chains. International markets are growing too. American-style bacon is gaining popularity in countries where it was previously unknown. Different cultures have their own bacon traditions. British back bacon, Italian pancetta, and German speck are all variations on the theme of cured pork. Research and development teams work constantly to improve products. They experiment with new flavor profiles, different wood smokes, and innovative curing methods. Consumer preferences evolve over time. Lower sodium options, uncured bacon, and nitrate-free varieties have emerged to meet changing demands. Uncured bacon uses celery powder instead of synthetic nitrites. The celery naturally contains nitrates that convert to nitrites during processing. Thick-cut bacon has become increasingly popular. The thicker slices provide more meaty texture and hold up better in sandwiches and burgers. As we reach the end of our tour through this facility, we can appreciate the complexity behind this seemingly simple food. From the moment pork bellies arrive to the moment finished bacon leaves on trucks, dozens of steps ensure quality, safety, and consistency. Every belly is inspected, trimmed, and cured with precise formulas developed over years of refinement. Every belly is smoked with carefully controlled temperature and time, developing the flavors that make bacon irresistible. Every belly is sliced, inspected, and packaged with attention to detail that ensures the product meets the highest standards. Hundreds of workers play essential roles, from the quality inspectors to the sanitation crews, to the forklift operators loading trucks. The next time you hear that sizzle in your kitchen, remember everything that made it possible. The farmers, the processors, the workers who brought you that bacon. Remember the ancient art of curing and smoking. perfected over centuries and now executed with modern precision. Remember the strict safety protocols that ensure every strip is wholesome and safe for your family to enjoy. From pork belly to smoked strips, this is how bacon is made. An American breakfast staple, produced with the same passion for quality that has made it beloved for generations. The perfect combination of salt, smoke, and pork, ready to sizzle in kitchens across the world.